going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and tonight we're looking at the teams. So, yeah, interesting situation with some of these teams. I've had a quick squeeze, and there's a lot of carnage. So, strap yourselves in, and we'll get through them. So, nothing too crazy with Sydney Carlton. I did notice that Will Good was omitted, so that's one thing. A few people jumped on him, so pretty stiff if you got him. So, it's fixing the webcam a little bit. And Ladham's injured, so that's good for Lachlan McAndrew. So it's someone that I'm probably going to go early on, and I know it's it's a bit risky knowing he has the first buy, but I just think I need to cash Rad in, and I can use that cash for the next 2 weeks, get someone to a primo. We'll talk about it in a second anyway. But yeah, so McAndrew is really, really good that he's still named, and that's with Hickey in the team. So Hickey on the bench, McAndrew as ruck. Who knows how that ruck split's going to be, but at the end of the day, McAndrew's just going to hopefully make some cash for us on the bench anyway. It's not going to be a field option, so more of a downgrade for cash in Rat play than it is a McAndrew play, but fingers crossed he can string together a few games and make some money for us. Ed Kerner omitted, Savani omitted, Lewis Lang omitted, so Carlton swinging the axe, rightfully so. I think they probably need to do that, because the way they're playing right now, it's just fucking terrible, so yeah. Nothing to do with St Kilda and Hawthorn. Clayton Oliver obviously out, which we already knew. I did notice Sam Sturt is an emergency, so who knows, he might come in, but yeah, I don't know. So wrong on the interchange, a bit weird. So this one's very interesting. So Nevitt's been omitted somehow. I really thought he played quite well on the weekend, or just in general, he's been playing really well. So to drop him, it's pretty stiff, and then Sam Simpson's been quote-unquote rested. Who knows what that means? This Mullen guy, it's his first game, so hopefully he can make us some money, because I'm not sure exactly how much he is, but yeah. So that's another rookie coming up. And then Fleeton's been omitted. So Fleeton's one that I heard he had relatively good job security, and so I was sort of thinking, like, before the teams, I was thinking, fuck, maybe I'll get Fleeton this week, just because that way I can, guarantee that that cash gen, like immediate cash gen, because obviously we're not going early on a rookie. But yeah, to get dropped, I'm glad it was this week, not next, otherwise I'll probably have him. So yeah, probably a blessing in disguise here, him being dropped. Rip to anyone that went early on him, not that I think many would have. And then Josh Kelly's obviously out, so that's a big one. Nothing too crazy. Brandon Ellis omitted is an interesting one. Be out of form. Constable named as emergency? Still not emergency. It's becoming a joke, man. Baldwin and Owen Davey have been omitted, so they are very big outs. I think both of those guys' cash gen is screwed now. They were anyway, really. Oh, Baldwin wasn't, but Davey's terrible. Well, not terrible, but he's just not Supercoach good. A few players are coming for Richmond. Let's have a look. So Samson Ryan could be out. Cochin, I guess, could be out. There's nothing too really relevant besides Samson Ryan. Tyler Young probably have a few people have him. A couple coming in for Port. Hornquist's name on the bench, but he won't be dropped. I don't know if he'll be dropped for those guys. So this is an interesting one here, North Melbourne. Blake Drury and Eddie Ford. So these guys, I reckon, might be dropped because Zerha's coming in. I don't know where Charlie Lazaro plays. I know Cunnington plays more forward now. So Drury could just be gone. I think if they're going to drop someone, it's got to be Drury, doesn't it? Paul Curtis, I thought, played alright. Aaron Hall played okay. Will Phillips was pretty good. So I think Drury, Ford will go. And then Core's got to come back in as well. So I don't know. Wait and see with North. But yeah, it's not looking promising early. I'm not going to lie. Adelaide, Brisbane. So this is very interesting as well. So don't really need to talk too much about Adelaide. But Brisbane, Wilmot's name isn't on the interchange or on the extended bench. And they've got Daniel Rich come back in, Darcy Gardner. A lot of big names come back in. Nakai Cockatoo. So, and Sharp has been omitted. So real rip in the chat to anyone that grabbed him. I just think at this point we can't trust any rookies. Like, it's as simple as that. So who knows what happens with Wilmot. I think I'm going to trade Wilmot. I know he has a pretty low break even. But the thing with the thing with Wilmot is he's one of either going to be dropped, he's going to be played on the wing because Daniel Rich is back, or he's just going to be the sub. So I don't like his half back chances at all, not at all. So I'm moving on Wilmot personally. I could see why people would keep him, but for me, I don't want to hold him to the buys. Not playing on the wing. We know what he's capable of scoring on the wing. Anyway, moving on to my team this week and trades. And this is what I'm thinking. Just simple. McAndrew and Rat out for Wilmot and Steele. Now, Jack Steele was really the only premium I could afford. Unfortunately, I didn't really have any money for anyone else. So, Steele's the one I went for. And yeah, it was either him or DeGoey or Doherty by DPP. But I thought, you know what, Steele's got the best upside. If we have a look at his run home, it's very, very juicy. So Hawthorn, Sydney, Richmond, Brisbane, West Coast, Melbourne, Gold Coast, North Hawthorn. You see it there. Like, it's really good. Last 2 games are pretty difficult, but yeah, I like the run home. I think he's got potential to build into some real nice form here. So, like I said, it's not my first preference, not even one of my top 5 preferences. But anytime you can get a primo who's capable of being an uber primo for Wilmot or a rookie that you don't know if he's even going to play, I think it's pretty big no-brainer. And really the only thing I'm downgrading is someone on my bench anyway. So I'm literally just adding a primo this week to an already really nice score last week. So happy with how the team's sitting. I dodged a lot of carnage. No Sharp, no Clayton Oliver, no Josh Kelly. So very, very lucky with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my trades, guys, and the teams. Hope everyone's not copped too much carnage. It's yeah, I think it's going to be a stressful weekend for a lot of people. Sorry, I didn't talk about Matthew Johnson, so he's been named. He's not the sub, apparently. So that's nice. Can we loop him? We can. No, we can't. Yes, we can. Maybe. We could maybe loop him and Humphrey with Sam Simpson, provided he's not a late in, which he shouldn't be. He's selected as an emergency, but I think they said rested, so hopefully he's out. But yeah, captain, vice captain, in my opinion, I'm just going Zerrett into lead. Another thing I didn't talk about with the team, did I talk about anything? Xavier O'Neill omitted, and Chester omitted. I completely skipped West Coast. So Chester's omitted, so anyone that went and got him back in, rip. He fucking sucks anyway. But Xavier O'Neill is the big one, just because he's the one that's been doing those hard run with. And I think that O'Neill, I think Ginbey might go to Merritt still. But I don't know if it'll be a hard tag. I mean, look at they've tagged the last 2 weeks, and look what's happened. They've been fucking destroyed. So I think they might have learnt their lesson, that tagging's not the answer. So fingers crossed they just let the kids play. Merritt will drop 200 on them, and call it a day, I reckon. But yeah, so I'm thinking Merritt into lead. It was going to be Bond into lead, but I don't know. But the Gold Coast aren't as bad as what people might assume. So yeah, I'm going to go Merritt into lead this weekend. I'm really confident in Rory Laird. I think he's just going to build into a really nice season and finish up in the top 2 or 3 mids by the end of it. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you aren't sure who to bring in, check out my trade video. I uploaded it yesterday. It goes to all the primos, all the best players to get in, and players I would avoid and what reasons. Yeah, and you'll leave the video with good insight on trade. So if you haven't subscribed, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next video.